Hey, this is Bruce with A Automotive Reviews. Today we have here the 2019 Volkswagen Golf R. Now, this car originally started off at $41,290. That's US. Now, the highs of this car was sophisticated inside and out, effortless performance, class-leading livability, which made it it's a very, very practical car. And the lows was that it's pricier than the already great Golf GTI. Stock shift model is significantly slower than the automatic, and it's subdued for some. It needs to be a little bit more radical, being at $41,290. Now the verdict, um, the understated sports comeback for the adults in a hurry. So usually it's the older adults that can afford this car, but the Golf R is understand stated and underrated. The hatchback rivals include the Ford Focus RS, the Subaru WRX STI, and the Honda Civic Type R. Well, the Golf R stands out on its own because it's more conservative than either of them. It's a mixture of performance and practicality, as expected, but seamless blending of those two key attributes is unique. On top of the R, outclasses every lane in the category with the most sophisticated styling inside and out. It's, pla- it's placed at the peak of the Volkswagen Golf family and helped it to win the number 10 on the best list of car and driver. However, the lovable and significantly less expensive Golf GTI represents a stronger performance value for those less concerned with maximum thrust. Now, the R-rated version lacks the literal and the figurative wild side of the hardcore alternative. Now, regardless of this, the sports comeback is a dual threat, a winner on both the track and around on regular roads. The Golf R is definitely an awesome car. I used to have a Golf R 32, and I love the sound of that engine. It was just significant when I first bought it, and for the first 2 years, it was like an awesome, awesome car. You know, and the car lasted me 250,000 miles before I needed a new engine. So it was a marvelous car. But for the 2019 Golf R, which we see here, is basically the same as the 2018. Um, an awesome car. Um, 40 different exterior color options for the Golf R. Most of the sweet pink choices were once worn by the VW models from history. Now, so it has more of a heritage, touch to it. The Golf R with a new black wheel package that adds unique 19-inch wheels. Now, the next generation Golf R will debut at the Volkswagen Festival Speed, but the new edition Golf R is not out yet, and so there's not an exact date of when it's going to come out. But what we have here is the Manhart edition. Now, the Manhart edition Golf R is something that's totally different beast. Now, this is the third generation EA888 with a 2.0 liter four-cylinder TFSI engine, 7-speed DSG transmission, turbo upgrade. And of course, it's the Manhart intercoolers by Wagner and a Manhart carbon intake by Arma. Now, the performance on this baby is now the regular stock one was 310 horsepower at 400 torque or nanometers, but this one is 450 horsepower with 500 nanometers of torque. Now, this one also has the Manhart ECU remapping, and it has the Manhart downpipe sports with 300 cells of catalytic converter, uh, which is not TUV approved, and it's only for export. Now, the suspension on this car is Manhart lowering springs by H&R. So H&R made the suspension for Manhart, and the Manhart suspension tuning. Now the wheels are Manhart Concave One with diamond polish look, and boy does that look good. The size being 8.5 by 19 inches. and that is the front tires, and the back tires being at 8.5 and 19 inches as well. They're they're all basically the same size in the front and also in the rear. Now the brakes are stock brakes, the individually tuning option, and that's upon request. It depends what you want. And now with the interior Manhart pedal shifters, this is what you see here. These are the Manhart pedal shifters. Um, Now the exterior on this one is you have the Rieger front spoiler and a Manhart decal set. That's what you see here, the decals. So a compact sports car with 450 horsepower, the VW Golf R is already a compact and sporty vehicle from the factory, but the Manhart RS 450 takes it a step farther. With regards to the engine performance, they upgraded the stock turbo and fitted a TTE S35 turbo, producing higher output. Now, the Wagner intercooler and the newly fitted spark plugs make sure the performance through the performance package is on tap every single time. Now, the sound of the RS 450 stands out with the exhaust system upgrade. The Manhart middle muffler and the Manhart downpipe without catalytic converters produce a brutal soundtrack. The carbon air intake system from Arma allows the RS 450 engine to breathe more freely, giving it more power. Now the RS 450 is mounted on Manhart Concave One 19 diamond polished wheels, as you can see here. And it's aluminum rims and to match the car color. Alternatively, the Concave One can also be chosen in silk matte black. Inside the cabin is fitted new paddle shifters, as we talked about earlier. Here you can see them, and boy oh boy, what an awesome car! And definitely, this is by Manhart. Now, the the Golf R is an amazing car. Uh, a lot of people have affection for the Golf R, and the affection lies with a more affordable sibling, which is the GTI. But for buyers who want the ultimate golf, the R-rated version with a standard all-wheel drive and a bunch more horses under the hood is a purist. I will be pleased for the six-speed manual transmission, but the optional seven-speed dual clutch automatic is quicker and a better alternative for commuting. Um, for me, I like the automatic. The automatic is awesome, you know. But for those who are purists, the manual. So the DCC and the navigation trim level, which features a standard 6.5-inch touchscreen, as you see here. Interface with navigation and Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, heated front seats, and 12-way power adjustable driver seat, and adaptive xenon headlights, which is really nice. Now, the base engine of this car, normally we're talking about there's a brain band power and agility, two excellent transmissions, communicative brake pedal, and what a lot of people don't like about the Golf is it traces of turbo lag and low speeds exhaust note, which the Manhart totally does away with, and that's what makes the car supremely supreme. The all-wheel drive on the Golf R is motivated by a potent turbocharged at 2.0 liter. In this situation, it's talking about 450 horsepower and 500 foot-pounds of torque. But a regular aspirator one we talked about earlier being 301 horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque. But the stock one that we know of in America was 288 horsepower and 280 foot-pounds of torque, matted to the six-speed manual or the dual clutch transmission. Now, despite being less powerful than its direct rivals, the Golf R had plenty of pep, particularly when equipped it with the optional automatic transmission. So that's what made the car awesome. Now, let's see, now the fuel economy in just the regular Golf R, despite the additional rate, it's the best hot hatch in its class as far as the fuel economy numbers. And you're talking about 30 miles per gallon on the highway on a Golf R. So it's really, really awesome. Now the infotainment interior place, now the digital gauges and the clusters are really, really nice, as you can see here. Real, really nice touch with the pedals too and everything else, and the Golf R emblem as well. It's just loaded with features and information. Now, a lot of people don't like the back seat that at times feels snug, and sometimes the touchscreen too is slow response times, and the cabin holds fewer loose items, so there's not too many places to hold the loose items in this particular cabin. Um, the top tier R model has a handsome but functional interior with excellent fit and finish, attractive materials, and tastefully upscale accents. Now the regular Golf R interior is awesome. I mean, when you look at this one too from Manhart, they really didn't touch the interior from this angle. You don't really even see anything changing here. So, but the things with this car has a dual zone climate control and a 12-way power adjustable driver's seat, and those things are standard. Um, Now it didn't have the ventilated seats or the memory settings, and that's what a lot of people didn't like about it. And the Golf R sort of skimped on that. So besides that, this is the Golf R Manhart edition, and folks, it is an awesome car. And folks, it's Zayo Automotive Reviews, and thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, and subscribe.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.